Alright, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be going over a moveset for Lanturn. If you can't see already, it's going to be an Assault Vest Lanturn. But before I get into this, I would like to ask you guys to leave a like down below if you do enjoy this video, or if you appreciate it, or whatever. Anyways, let's get into it. So obviously, you're going to want to be running an Assault Vest, because this is an Assault Vest set, and yeah, you can't really run. Yeah, you get the idea. Alright, so for the ability, I went with Volt Absorb over Water Absorb because, personally, I think electric type moves are used a little bit more in competitive, as well as it's much easier to get someone to go for an electric type move on you rather than a water type move, because generally it's like, oh, this is a neutral move against Lanturn, as opposed to, hey look, this is a move that's not very strong against Lanturn at all. Yeah, you get the idea. Anyways, let's get into the moves. So, personally, I like Thunderbolt the most out of, like, Discharge, Electro Ball, Charge Beam, and Thunder, because it has a reliable amount of accuracy, a good amount of damage, whereas Discharge, although it has a higher chance to paralyze, it with that little bit lower amount of damage, I don't like it very much. So, now, getting into why I don't like Charge Beam as much, it's got such a low amount of power, it's just honestly not worth it on a Pokemon like Lanturn that isn't super high in special attack. Its special attack is good, but it's not fantastic. And then Thunder, obviously, although it's really strong, it's got a very low amount of accuracy, and that's just way too low for me. Now, onto Scald. This one seems pretty obvious because generally people run Scald on any water type instead of Surf or Hydro Pump, but the reasons why, if you don't know, is because it has the chance to burn, and it's only 10% less, or 10 less power than Surf, so it's definitely a good trade-off, because with Surf, although it's a little bit stronger, it's just honestly not worth it, and Burn is so nice, especially against any physical attackers, and with this set where you're running a mainly special defensive Pokemon, it's very helpful. And then Hydro Pump, although it does a good amount of damage, a very good amount of damage, it's still an accuracy that's too low for my liking, as well as it still doesn't get the burn. Onto Ice Beam. Instead of Ice Beam, you could run either Blizzard or any hidden powers that you want. Obviously not, like, there are some ones that you just wouldn't run, like Hidden Power Dragon, that doesn't make any sense, but you could run like Hidden Power Fighting for any normal types, and just generally Pokemon you can't hit very well with the other moves. Hidden Power Fighting could be pretty interesting against grass types, because this set, although it does have Ice Beam, there are Pokemon that are 4 times weak to fire type moves, whereas they either resist or aren't as weak to Ice Beam. And then just Hidden Power Grass could also be nice for those water ground types. Or you can run Signal Beam alternatively, which is nice because it has a chance to confuse the target, but again, I still prefer Ice Beam over all of these moves, just because it has the most coverage. Oh, the other move you can run is also Blizzard, but again, accuracy over power in my opinion, so yeah. And then Dazzling Gleam, this seems like a pretty random choice. The main reason I run it is for Hydreigons. With this EV spread, you cannot quite knock it out, but it still does a really good amount of damage, and you can go into other things on your team and knock it out fairly easily. The other move that I think would be the best alternative to this is you could also run Volt Switch, so you can switch out but still get a good amount of damage. But it's really up to you on this one, because it's just mainly, it's up to what you want to use it, what its job is going to be. And now onto the EVs. So on this thing, I'm going to be running max HP, because we want this to be really, really bulky in HP, and it can at least kind of take defensive hits. But the main focus of the set is obviously going to be special defense, because we're running an Assault Vest. So I'm not going to be running max special defense, because then it cannot hit things at all. There's just honestly no point there's no point running no special attack EVs or 4, because it's not going to be doing any amount of damage. I run 136 because I find that that's a good medium between, like, to the point where, like, honestly, running max special attack really isn't very helpful on Lanturn, because it does not have the highest special attack, so running that much, there's just honestly no point. And when you run max special defense with, like, a calm nature, which I wouldn't, like, you could also run this set with 120 or 136 or whatever, like, interchange these EVs right here. You could run it with 136 for special defense, and then 120 in special attack. Alternatively, you can also run Calm Nature, so you can be a bit more bulky on this side, but like I said, you still want to be able to deal some damage with this set, because with Assault Vest you can't be running any recovery moves or anything like that, so there's no point in running like running almost no special attack, just because you're not going to be doing any damage at all. So that's why I prefer the modest nature as well as the 136 in special attack over the 136 in special defense. Where's there's the modest nature. Okay, let's raise this back up to 136. I guess you could also lower this and then raise this and then put 120 in HP, but again, there's honestly not much of a point, and then you won't be able to take special defensive or defensive hits very well. So this is the set I prefer the most. You can obviously interchange quite a few things on this set, but this is the one I find to be the most effective. So if you guys end up trying this set, leave it down in the comments. Tell me whether it works for you, whether it doesn't, what you changed out, if you changed out anything at all. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.